the immortal and beloved, the eternal man, Belgarath, gets his own standalone book. Welcome to Matt Reviews Books. I am your host, Matt. And if this is your first time here, this is a book review channel. And I like to look at those older books. Books that were bestsellers. Not anymore. There you can find them in the bookstore. But it's going to be a used bookstore. You can find them in that free bin in the laundromat. My laundromat had one. And if that sounds like something that you really are kind of interested in listening about, certainly go ahead and subscribe down below. You've been around YouTube enough. Hit subscribe and hit that little notification bell, because that notification bell will tell you when I upload a video. And then you can stay up to date. And you can be part of the cool kids. That's right. You can be in the cool clique. And also leave me comments. Go ahead and talk to me about what you're reading and what you think I should read. Maybe it'll make it on to a review in the future, because I go out, I find them, I read them. So, with that, we are talking about this week Belgarath the Sorcerer. It is a standalone book. It's not part of a series, but it very much is the story of Belgarath from the Belgariad and the Malloreon. By the way, side note, I don't have notes. My computer ran out of ink, and I can't really read my own handwriting, so we're flying by the seat of our pants. Synopsis! This is going to be a pretty quick synopsis. If you've been paying attention to the Belgariad and the Malloreon, you kind of get a sense of Belgarath's story. It's a little sketchy at first, but as you go along, you hear him talking about, his younger days, and you hear him talking about when he found Alder and when he became a disciple, and you hear him talk about Polydra, his wife. Now, that's the most important part, I think, about this book, is you get to hear their story. You get to hear the story of Polydra and Belgarath. And that's pretty cool in and of itself. And you also get to hear about, his account from his perspective of the cracking of the world by Torak, the theft of the Orb of Alder. He talks about meeting the gods and talking to the gods. So now we actually get to see gods, the gods of the Belgariad and the Malloreon. They're walking around. They're doing their godly things with their people. David Eddings likes to... He builds his mythology off of that. If you were to read the Malloreon and the Belgariad and read those forewords, all those prologues, you'd pretty much be able to pick up everything that's in this book. However, it's all from Belgarath's perspective, and it's all in Belgarath's voice. And it goes right up to the birth of Garion. So that brings me to thoughts. This one is really fun to get to see Belgarath in action. We've seen him in action, but he's really, in a lot of that books, those two series, he's coy about using his power. We don't really see him because he's always worried about being sensed by the bad guy. And we only get little bits and pieces. So this is... Oh, look. Look. It's right here. We get to see this is all Belgarath. This is 723 pages of nothing but Belgarath. In some ways, it's a maturation. He matures through the course of the book, which is if you don't mature over 7,000 years, there's something wrong. And that's it. That's it for this week. Next week, we're going to be talking about Polgara. I don't know what's coming up after that. I should plan these things. Shouldn't I? I hope to see you again. Well, I'm virtually speaking. I appreciate the comments, by the way. I read them up. I love you too. To quote Telly Savalas, who loves you, baby? And I will see you next time.